on a bit of a slight recipe type thing. I'm going to fry some fish up tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and marinate them. And I am going to do a Mediterranean lemon herb marinade with a beer batter. We're trying this, okay? We're trying this. So, start off, and I'm using, it's frozen. You get it frozen at like Aldi or whatever. Take 3 garlic cloves. I got my 3 garlic cloves. Some lemon juice, which I've got lemon juice, and then about 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, and then I'm using basil and parsley. I don't know if you see that. Basil and parsley. Let's actually shed a little light on the situation. To marinate with. Now, like I said, these are frozen, so I've already got 3 on my cutting board. You need them crushed. I'm probably just going to slice. We're going to see how well this goes. I am going to try to crush, but I'm doubting this is going to work, and I'm probably going to hurt my hand here. Yeah, exactly what I thought. But they cut and they slice really well. I might actually add, I use this, but I'll use a little bit of garlic powder as well. So, like I said, I'm doing a bit of a beer batter, wet beer batter type thing that I'm making. I got the idea off of another YouTube channel, and that is High Adventures with Micah, and he no affiliation whatsoever, but he's got some cool YouTube videos, and I like watching them a lot. I enjoy watching his videos. I look forward to them. Because he does a little bit of just about everything. Just about. He hasn't done fly fishing, but he has done, excuse me, he's done everything else. So, and excuse the mess, I live here. My Walmart bag collection. I'm going to go to the grocery store because, like I said, I go to Aldi. So if I go to Walmart, I save my bags and then use them over at Aldi. I sometimes have to make. Alright, so I did mention I was going to get some garlic powder also. Onion. Am I out of garlic powder? Nope, I got a little bit left. Yeah, okay, cool. So, like I said, these are frozen. I'm slicing them up to use just a little bit of flavor. I don't think for the amount of time I'm marinating, probably actually wasting them just a little bit. But I'm going to just put, that's all the garlic we're using. Okay, so, from what I looked up, said about a whole lemon. Like I said, I'm using this. I'm trying to see how many lemons are in it. 40 servings per container. I don't know how many lemons are in it, so we're going to guesstimate. And it said a 1/3 cup of olive oil. Third cup. And my fish fillets are actually pretty big, so I'm going to cut them up. And I might actually not use all 3 of them. But these have been in the freezer for a while. 3 years. And it's not that... They're just going to have a strong fishy taste. So I'm just diluting it a little. Just a little. That might have been too much lemon. But you know what? They can't say I didn't use a whole lemon. And adding a lemon flavor to your batter probably wouldn't be that bad. Especially if the Corolla gets its lime, which I'm not sure Corolla's a beer. I don't drink very much. If I do, it's like a pina colada at the beach. And after we've eaten, you know, or during the meal. Parsley. Definitely looks Mediterranean, let's just say that. So we're going Mediterranean American. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Maybe the beer batter idea I've got will be completely fine. And I don't need the extra. I also, when marinating anything, and it doesn't matter what I'm marinating, I always double back. Now if this was fresh fish, I actually would probably be grilling. Or doing something other than fry, unless it's catfish. Alright, so marinade is done. Set that to the side for a second. Now I'm going to slice these up. Does it still have some bone to it? It does have a fishy smell. So it is, yeah. But it doesn't mean... Still looks good though. Still has some bone to it. Trying to see where that bone is. Cut it out. These fish caught ourselves. We were down at the beach about 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 2000. It's 2026, Mama. I know. All I'm doing is making sure I cut out most of the bones as possible. I think all of this is the bone side. And I hate that because that's a lot of meat I'm leaving on here too. That's a good piece right there. And most of this, this is beeliner. It's like a subspecies of red snapper, mango snapper, and all that jazz. So, we'll put that one last. I'll go and dump those outside later. Feed the ants. It's only me and my husband. So that means that the portions I make especially if I'm making a salad and hush puppies with it. Just means it'll be. But now I gotta make these pretty small fillets because my fryer's not that big. Just trying to see if I can find all of the. Make sure I get all of the bones. Then even then, I'm probably not gonna get them all. Just an inch of the beast. That one should be good though. For the two of us, that's enough. And then, as much as I hate thawing and then refreezing, I may just kind of have screwed this one piece, but it's been in there for 3 years. Yeah, we'll put this in the refrigerator. With the garlic and the olive oil and the parsley. Ooh, this is gonna be. It smells good. It smells good. I've just been craving fish so bad, and I've been pregnant, so I've been like watching what I've been eating. So I haven't eaten a whole lot of fish and shrimp and all that kind of stuff. Like you're supposed, not really supposed to, because of the high mercury account, and you don't. But we're gonna let this sit for a while. Because it is, my husband gets home in about 45 minutes usually. And then I'm going to leave it in here for about an hour. I'm going to go pick out the beer I'm going to use and dump this piece of mostly boned fish flesh, and then go from there. Put this back in the freezer. But I will, when the fish is done marinating, for y'all it'll be like that. For me, it'll probably be 2 hours, something like that. Pretty close to that, anyways. So, all right, so. While while the fish is marinating in the refrigerator, I'm gonna make a batch of y'all's sweet tea. Cause what is better than a nice glass of cold sweet tea with fried fish? So, you're sitting on my stuff, or the back of my stuff. I need my picture. Make sure it's clean. Dirty picture. This is a Tupperware pitcher. These are the best pitchers. And I actually hope I have room in my refrigerator. I'll make room. But when it comes to the recipe of y'all's spicy, I'm literally just gonna use I do not have ice. That is the one downside I don't have. But do without, because it'll sit in the refrigerator for a few hours. Alright. Step 1, bring 4 cups of water to an almost boil. Boom. Remove for heat, insert 1 perfect batch of tea, cover with lid, let steep for 9 minutes. Fill gallon pitcher with 4 cups of ice. After 9 minutes, use tongs to remove the tea bag and pour tea directly over ice. Add 8 cups of water plus almost 2 cups of sugar. Okay. So do that, fill the rest with water, and add 2 cups of sugar. Almost to boil is good anyway. I am, excuse the mess, I'm fixing to move. So, number 1, I'm fixing to move. Number 2, so I'm packaging and everything like that. And doing this. And I'm fixing to have a baby. What am I doing with my life? So. This is the peach flavor. Obviously. Not sponsored. They can though. I will not refuse that. But, it's just good tea. I like the peach. I like the original. Probably better. And I need a measuring cup. Measure. And then probably next I'm going to work on the hush puppies. Or the salad. All I did was use water to actually put water into this, so that's all this. It's a clean cup, it's just water. You wash with water. Might need a snack here in a minute. I'll be back when this starts to almost boil. Okay, get it off the heat. It's okay. Stick one of these guys in there. Let me get a timer. Said 9 minutes, right? See if it's clock. Pop you in there. 9 minutes. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and put the 2 cups. I don't have ice, but all ice is frozen water. So, theoretically speaking, it's 2 cups of sugar, that, and the rest of it in ice. Well, water. As soon as you stick it into the refrigerator, So cool it off quick. You fix your problem, kind of. That's not quite. Not following instructions exactly, but I do not have ice. I do not have ice. No ice, baby. And a half minutes left. Pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour this in, and then I'm going to put more water in it. That's pretty much it. Then I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator. So 2 hours later. Alright, so I'm going to start with a more plain batter. So I'm going to start with all-purpose flour. I'll start with 1 cup. This is 1 cup. I had hair in my mouth for some reason. And just a little, so you're not cutting my head off. Trying the bottom. Right this way, because I can't scoop this thing. This bag's too small for this. That's about a cup. Got yourself a hangnail?
Skin.
Ugh. This is self-rising cornmeal, so we're gonna see. That's for yellow cornmeal, but this is all I got, so we're gonna try. Alright. So pretty much it's flour, cornmeal. I'm gonna put some seasonings in there, which basically what I'm putting in there is the blend, which is salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm gonna put that in there. And then just beer. Put beer and an egg. So the sweet tea, update on that. That turned out. And I'm drinking this warm. So good. Y'all sweet tea. That's the sweet tea, man. That's just it's a spot. using, I don't know if this is the right kind of beer. It's supposed to be a dark beer, but my husband's got this Voodoo Ranger citrus. Like I said, I don't drink. Obviously, I've got something in the oven, but the New Belgium. This is the Citrus Slayer IPA. It's got a sword on it. Who knows? Internet. So, crack us an egg. An eggie! As that one dude who likes to cook does. What's that shell in the trash? And it said 12 ounces. So, the can is 12 ounces. I should have known that. Get that egg off my thumbs. Alright, and then guesstimating here. But that's literally all the seasoning we're putting in. Salt, pepper, garlic. It's all mixed in exactly. Sunflower oil, garlic oil. That's dehydrated garlic, black pepper, and sea salt. That's all this is. So, smells like an orange. Stupid gnat. And what we're going to actually use with this is we're going to fry up some yellow squash, and we're going to fry up the fish, half the fish, or most of it. I'm going to pretty much do the exact same thing. I've got another can of this, and I'm going to use Louisiana New Orleans style fish fry seafood breading for me. I can eat onions and bell peppers and spicy food. My husband can't. So, I'm going to try both ways. And that, show y'all, definitely smell the beer. That's for sure. The breading's not bad. So, I'm going to go ahead and toss this, put this back in the I'll get another egg when I need it here in a minute. Like I said, I'm only doing kind of half and half. And I'm actually going to move y'all down to the fryer. So, we're going to cook this about 350, although my fryer's kind of small. So, probably between 350, 375, somewhere in that little slot. So, we're going to move down here. Might be a little loud for y'all, but might be a little loud for y'all, but gotta have to have the thing on, air on. It's fixing to get warm and smoky. So, little fryer's got a basket. Got full of I said, very plain, salt, pepper, garlic, using the Kinder's blend. It's cornmeal, it's flour, it's egg, and it's a can of beer. Nah, I'm not even sure I used it. Yellow squash that was frozen. Probably not use all of it. So, here, I've already got a pan, the drying rack, paper towels, the paper towels underneath, soak up oil underneath. Got my station film. So, waiting for it to heat up now. That ain't a good thing. It's definitely hot. It's a Presto fryer for a small fryer. This thing's awesome. Like what I've cooked in here already, I've made only chicken fingers and fried up potato fries. I've done I got some small bluegill one time. It's done those really well. I don't ever recommend burning the inside of a fish because it kind of, especially if you're doing it whole with the head cut off, they like do this number and it's weird. But they didn't do it. A bit better. I did do scale them, but I left the skin on. I was trying something different. So, who knows? Depends on how much better I have. I might dock this up more. Of the in there to see if it's fire fried. It's not yet. We'll get there. It's getting close. Babe, how many slices of squash would you like? You what? Handful or two? Cool. So about a basket. Get everybody. So I eat a little bit of them. He eats a little bit of them. One thing about cooking, you're going to learn to make the right amount of portions. Because I've made a very bad habit of over having too many leftovers. I'm gonna eat. Just go eat some food. So, we'll go with that. Brush your teeth, back off your back. This may not turn on, you know? Who knows? It is taking a minute. This is peanut oil, by the way. There we go. batter tastes good, like I can try to make some batter crispies. Alright, so I got some Louisiana tartar sauce. And a little bit on my plate. A little bit, just to try it with this. I didn't end up making two different batters. I just used the one that I made with y'all. So, well, we're gonna try this. We're gonna see. Oh, eat it without sauce first. So this is. Here's a fish taste. It's not as strong as I thought it would be. This one's got a bit more, and I'm eating it with tartar sauce. Got a bit more batter on it, a lot more batter. Squash. Tastes like battered squash. I don't know about this. Hey babe, come try this.
What is it?
Oh, it's the fish that I literally just told you I was making. And squash. You can try that, or you can try what's on my plate. I don't know about this.
Squash.
That's squash, yes.
What would you want me to try?
Both. But go ahead, try squash. It's a little on the cold side because I cooked that first.
Yep.
Okay. That's a little bit of tartar sauce. I mean, it's fish. It tastes like fish. It's not bad. Maybe not the best fish I've ever had, but it's not bad.
That's good.
Okay, cool. There's a whole pan over there. If you rated this out of 10, what would you rate it? And then I'll tell you my rating. I'm thinking like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.
Yeah, like 7 something.
Like, I've had some pretty bad fish. This ain't the worst fish, but I've also had a lot better too. So, I'm gonna go pray and eat, and then go from there. Thanks.